Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sunday, and it's just Steven and I here right now. I'm sure everyone's gonna show up and hang out. Today, Steven and I are gonna get this Rzr wired up and try to get it started. So I figure you guys can just join us. I also want to give a big shout out to John with the twin turbo Mustang from 2 days ago. He just won the event yesterday or last night, and I'm super pumped for him. He's worked really hard on that. Took a 1.5 years off, and the first event he gets to, he won. He after the dyno, he took it home and he found a couple little things with the cam phasing, fixed that, and yeah, just got it trucking. So pretty stoked for him. But yeah, we're gonna jump into this. So this is Rzr. It's got a big old turbo back there, crazy wild clutch. It's on Aem Infinity. It has a couple of the Aem smart coils, some additional injectors back here, and then a boost solenoid. So we need to wire all this stuff and then jump into the program and make it run. So we'll start by removing the seat and getting access to the ECU and the auxiliary plug that's behind the seat. And then from there, we'll just kind of follow the guide and get her all to work. Should be awesome once we hit the roller. Give you a nice little good look at this. Tyler Baker, he's been working on this a minute. He's had a bunch of different setups in it. Yeah, it just takes it up to the sand dunes and it just flat out flies. So, pretty rad. Alright, so here's our ECU and here's our auxiliary plug. This is where we'll tie into like the boost control and some of the other stuff. And we'll pick up our coil stuff out of there. So yeah, that's where we'll start. Bergholz Racing Mazda 3. Woo!
Gonna be a new project. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be sick. All this stuff just popping up.
Bring it back from the dead.
Yeah.
Go have some fun.
She's pretty neat. Let's check it out. So when you got these kind of doors, you pop it here first. Then you open up.
Pop them off.
Whew. Got all that Motec wiring. Tom just ripped the door off because he's huge. This one used to be raced. This one used to be raced by Vince Tiaga on the Bergholz team. It was an all-motor NHRA Sport Compact drag car. Featured full Motec M800 and everything. We're gonna put a Motec back in it. The chassis is just gorgeous. We've got some slightly different plans than all motor though.
Yes, we do. Make everybody proud.
Yeah, we'll make you all proud. So this is our auxiliary plug, this Deutsch connector, and we can see by our auxiliary C7. We got a power ground, we got a sensor ground, we got 12 volts here, we got 5 volt reference. So we'll be able to tie our boost control into this and then our switch powers from this. So we're gonna start at the auxiliary plug, get the coils of the boost control wired up. So I'm gonna use low side 1 C142 as my boost solenoid, and then the 12 volt power here I'm gonna run to the 12 volt switch side of the coils. Sensor ground will go to the coils, and then that should be about it. So alright, so we're gonna just get a couple things into the auxiliary plug, chase those out, and then chase down our additional injector wires. Okay, we got the cheap wire out. We're running a tracer just for lengthwise. Oh, there's Steven right there. Thanks, brother. So we're gonna run tracers with this cheap wire coming through here. And I ran it up to this far side of the coil just so we know how much length we need to do, where the heat shrink needs to go. Just kind of lay it out real quick, and then we'll string wire right through the same path. That way, you know, the cheap wire is cheap, and the good wire will just kind of go over it, divide it out. Got my little red tape down there as markers. I usually use blue tape, but I can't find it, so we got some duct tape from the coal truck. It'll work. All right, so we got the coils wired up. We got the wires running all the way to the coil drivers. We got the wires tied into the auxiliary plug. We've got our stuff tied into the battery to the ECU. I think we got to do the boost control out here yet, but we have our power wire here. And like I said, we got everything done on the coils. So we are nearly ready to put a program in it and start it. Just a couple little things to button up and then see if she will start. Okay, so I've got everything wired up now. Everything's done. We are in the process right now of putting the firmware in the ECU. Something you have to do with an Aem Infinity. When you get your Aem Infinity, unbox it, jump on aeminfinity.com, register, and enter the serial number, and then run through it. And then you can get your software, or you can get your firmware, and you can put it on your computer, and then plug in your bootloader, and then you can load the firmware. So those are kind of the steps you need to take to get your Aem Infinity up and alive. Without doing all this, the ECU is just a paperweight. So that's where you start. Paunchy showed up. Woo! Listen to that chop.
That's that 3584 with the 106,000. That's a 3584, not a 3582. That's like a 3 millimeter bigger.
Cool. That's awesome, huh? You put an oil pressure gauge on it?
Oh, it's got like 90 pounds. Yeah, 90 pounds of oil pressure.
You don't lose another turbo?
Yeah, when we pulled it apart, there was a piece of Honda bond that made it into the restrictor.
That's sick. Paunchy just got a built motor in his all-wheel drive RSX. So the boost solenoid, we run one wire to power and the other one to the auxiliary as well. We use the LS1 output, and then we just need to tie this back up here. The smart coils are just a trigger, bunch of grounds, and a power. And that's basically it. And it's alive. Just tuck that up here. The Infinity's tucked down here. The map sensor's here. The bootloader. Okay, we're checking it out. We're about to try to fire this baby up. Everything wired up. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. Let's try it again.
hit idle on its own yet? Yeah.
I just like revving.
I know.
My bad.
I just wanted to make sure it did idle on its own. You looked a little uncomfortable with your foot behind you like that.
I was doing bad. I was excited. Hold this up right here. So one of the rad things with the Aem Infinity is the VE changes on its own. So you can see with the VE number, which is volumetric efficiency, and we got 48, 40, yeah, we got it set there, and this is what it's correcting to right here. So it does self-correct by your lambda numbers. So when you put your lambda numbers in here, it is trying to correct in your other table. So that is the nice thing about the Aem Infinity. It's you know, the drawbacks are just you gotta learn it, you gotta get used to it, you gotta have the wiring right, but that's all stuff you should do anyway. So this system works pretty good once you get it all set up. So this is what we're gonna start to do, and then yeah, we should be ready to dyno probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're supposed to get some snow here, but we gotta run in today, so
yeah,
it's awesome.
We've got another fun dyno tomorrow too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What is it?
J-Series.
Oh.
Garage Idiots.
Huh?
Garage Idiots.
Oh, okay. Okay, but you can see right now I'm just letting it run, and I'm gonna bring it up to temp. It's 171 right now, so we're pretty close. Since we just first started it, so see all that moving around. We got the AM coils working. Pretty cool. Yeah, we got this running. Took a little bit today just to string the wire out and make it look pretty good. And yeah, once we got the firmware in, fired right up. Pretty awesome. All right, so I think I'll just take you on a quick tour of what we got going project-wise in the shop, and then yeah, we'll probably end the video there today, and then we got some cool stuff coming tomorrow. Like he said, we'll have this Rzr, and we should have the Garage Idiots J-Series. So let's go check out some of the projects in the shop. So as you saw, Jamie just got his new turbo put on the Curse. Got to see that run. That's pretty epic, pretty awesome. Tom got his boat put together. So the engine's all in. We've got a little bit of wiring to do with how we're gonna do the two-step stuff. So we're gonna kind of do a rolling anti-lag type setup with the drive. It's gonna pick up the bucket and get on the two-step at the same time, and then we're gonna drop it back into the water. Should be a pretty neat deal. We'll see how it works out. And we've got a lot of testing and a lot of learning to do. None of us know this boat stuff, but we're learning. And then we got Sho'nuff. And this week we've got some stuff ready to go for Sho'nuff. I'm gonna put in a clip right here where Sean talked about where he's at and what he's gonna do. Right? And you should tell everybody what's up with Sho'nuff because they keep asking me.
Well, so I've been looking at my whiteboard. I gotta get some stuff going on there. I really need to just button up the chassis to make sure that we're all up to code, so I need to call the cert guy and just send him some pictures and make sure there's nothing I'm missing, and have him give me any input if there is, address those issues if there is any, and then just really start putting sheet metal and button up the actual chassis, get the driver compartment sealed off, and then start building turbo manifold and build some power systems, you know, go from there. We definitely got some plans. I got a bunch of the stuff that was backed up, moved along, and yeah, I'm to a point I'm ready to start rocking and rolling on some more fun projects. So
Sho'nuff!
Sho'nuff!
And then we got Goofy Built's CRX. He's in the middle of shaving the bay and trying to make it look all good. It's definitely come a long way. A lot of work. I think I've seen him sanding like for a week straight plus. Okay, and then we got the coal truck. So we lowered it down, but the front end is still kind of high. I think the whole front end from where it was mounted with the old front end needs shifted, because I think this whole thing just needs more of a rake to it. So I think we'll remount the front end, because if I lower it anymore, the transmission actually hits the ground. So that's what's going on with the truck. We fixed the shifter. I still got a passenger seat to put in, and then I'm putting some different cams in because I definitely need more power. So this one, I kind of talked about earlier. This is the Mazda 3 Tom just brought out here. And we're kind of doing all of a joint project with it. It's gonna get a K-Series and probably all-wheel drive. So there's that one that's coming up. And then the Bully, and you guys all kind of know, I've got a different J-Series. It's in my storage unit. I just need to go pick it up. And then we just need to run through the wiring, change that up, make it run, and get it out. So that's pretty much what we've got going on here right now. Tons of projects. Kyle's got tons of projects. Amelia's got tons of projects. Jamie does. But we're working through them every day, 7 days a week, whatever it takes. Get everything done for our customers and projects for you guys. So we're working a lot of hours, but we're having a good time doing it, and just keep pushing this as hard as we can. You guys' support has just driven us and made us like super motivated to keep going and bring you good content, and just, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun doing it with you guys. So that'll do it for today's video. I got the Rzr wired and running, so get ready for that tune coming up, and we're gonna be cooking. All right, boys, see you tomorrow.